Morning guys, welcome back to another video. So over the last couple of days I have been staying around Ellis Beach. It is this absolutely beautiful part of the coast just up from Cairns, so not too far. And although the campsites are unofficial, you can effectively camp along the beach, although don't take my word for it. It's not to say that it's not monitored, but somehow people just get away with it. So that's where I've been camping out for the last couple of days. The weather has been relatively average, so I've just kind of been bunkering down waiting for it to clear up. But right now I'm watching the most beautiful sunrise. There's still a fair bit of cloud cover, but I feel like it's just making it even more charming. So in this video, I plan on heading up further north. So I'll be heading through Port Douglas, into the Daintree, and then up into Cape Tribulation, which I'm so excited for. The drive from Ellis Beach to Port Douglas covers about 40 kilometres, and trust me, you'll want to take your time soaking it all in. This scenic route winds along the coast, offering some of the most stunning lookouts you'll ever see. Amongst the stops I've made, Rex Lookout is a must-see, and nothing says tropical North Queensland quite like palm trees, so be sure to visit the palm fields along Thala Beach Lodge Road, and then from there, highly recommend take a detour to 4 Mile Beach before continuing on to Port Douglas. So I've just gotten out to Mossman River where me and Emily are going to meet up. So first priority of the day is definitely going to be to have some coffee. And then, yeah, we're just going to restock everything we need before we head into Daintree today. But yeah, we booked the most incredible hip camp for the next 2 nights. It'll just be nice just to relax out in the middle of nowhere and just enjoy the rainforest. Even if it is raining, I feel like rainforest and rain go hand in hand. So it should work out quite well. That has got to be one of the most picturesque drives into a hip camp I've ever seen. We're going to set up here and honestly just enjoy the afternoon and just enjoy this hip camp. There is actually a waterfall on site which we'll be hiking out to, I believe, tomorrow. The views from this campsite are honestly so incredible, although I have saved the best view until last. You guys have got to see the toilet here. There are actually horses on the property as well, which I was hoping we would wake up and have them in our campsite, but we didn't today, but maybe tomorrow morning. But the waterfall that we're going to see is actually on the property as well. So it's just really cool that you can camp here and then explore the area as well. And then it's only about 10 minutes away from the lodge to get over to Daintree as well. Hi, darling. And then Emily is being a good housewife and cooking me pancakes for breakfast.
Should be getting paid more for this.
So we're officially on the way to find this waterfall. So although we don't have exact directions on how to get there, it should be pretty straightforward, and there are little signs around the property from what we've seen so far, but I think we're pretty excited, especially little Luna.
Yeah.
think me and Emily can both agree that this hip camp has been one of our favourites. We're so sad to be leaving tomorrow, but it'd be really cool to get into Daintree anyway. But we are going to chill by the fire, have some marshmallows, and then potentially get an early night. We do want to get up and hopefully see the sunrise tomorrow, but we'll see how we go for time. Good morning, guys. So we are leaving the hip camp now. We're heading over to the barge to get over to Daintree and Cape Trib, which I'm so excited for. And honestly, perfect timing because my battery is completely dead. I don't know if I'm supposed to run it completely dry, but yeah, between the weather being a little bit on like the cloudy side for the past week and I haven't really been doing too much driving, I have just completely run it dry, which is not ideal. So I'm going to get in a fair bit of driving today and then yeah, hopefully we can get through the next couple of days in the Cape Trib. So we've made it over to the barge to get over to Daintree, and the barge itself is like $40 or $50 return, which I think is so steep for what it is. It's literally like a couple of 100 meters across the river. It's not even far at all. But yes, it's definitely a necessary evil if you want to go into the Daintree. But yeah, definitely worth it. But I've managed to get a little bit of charge into my batteries, which is still not ideal. But I might even just scoot straight up to Cape Trib just so I can get a good hour of driving in. And then I was thinking of also doing the Bloomfield Track as well. So yeah, no idea what I'm going to do. I'm just literally winging the next like couple of days, but that's half the fun of it. So me and Emily have parted ways very briefly, although I'm not sure how the hell we're going to find each other because there's like virtually no reception out here. But I have come out to the Kulki Lookout, I believe it is. So this is pretty much in the heart of Cape Trib. Now the weather over the next couple of days is actually not looking great at all. I think it's going to just be absolute downpour. So I'm not sure how good these lookouts are going to be. But look, we'll make the most of it. And I did also chat with the information centre just to see how the Bloomfield Track was, and they said it should be all good to pass through even with all the rain that we've been having. Now, one of the biggest appeals to coming out to Cape Trib was literally the fact that this is the only place in the world that two World Heritage listed sites meet, and that is the Daintree Rainforest and of course the Great Barrier Reef. So although it's not going to be your, summer getaway where you get to go and frolic in the water, it's still such an incredible place to visit, and I'm really hoping that I can spot a few cassowaries while I'm here. That is 100% going to be top of my bucket list, and maybe a few crocs as well. So slight change of plans. I actually decided to come out to my campsite instead a little bit earlier because the weather is just getting worse, and I think today's supposed to be the worst raining day. So I figured let's just chill out for the afternoon. I'm camping out at the Cape Tribulation camping spot. It's like $25 a night. There isn't too many options in the area, so this was great. And yes, tomorrow morning I'm going to get up nice and early and we're going to smash out the Bloomfield Track because there's not really much else to do when it is such horrible weather. Morning guys, so I have come out to the entry of the Bloomfield Track. So this is apparently like one of the most beautiful scenic four-wheel drive tracks that you can come to, and apparently it's had quite a few upgrades in the recent years, so it shouldn't be too hectic. You can't take caravans through here, and it is apparently strictly four-wheel drive only, so we'll see how we go. There's a couple of river crossings which I'm sure I will be fine with, and yeah, I'm hoping I can spot a cassowary, which is why I've come out nice and early. They tend to sort of loiter around more in the morning times. Our very first river crossing for the day is Imogen Creek. This one is really shallow, so definitely no concerns here. This is apparently a really good swimming spot as well, although I feel like anywhere up north, if it's not like a waterfall, I'm definitely not getting in the water because of obviously crocodiles, but this is apparently also a really good spot to see cassowaries as well. I'm just picturing that on a beautiful clear day. I feel like that would be absolutely spectacular. The Bloomfield Track starts in the Cape Tribulation and stretches 30 kilometres through the Daintree Rainforest and finishing up in a town called Wujal. This track was built back in 1984, connecting the Cape Tribulation to Cooktown, passing through both the Donovan and the Cowie Ranges, offering an adventurous alternative to the inland highway. Now, although many sections of this road have been upgraded, you still have to be mindful of varying conditions, especially when you're looking at steep descents, creek crossings, and of course planning around wet and dry seasons. I was quite lucky on this particular occasion as I had such a beautiful run and all of the scenery was absolutely worth it. So I made it to the end of the Bloomfield Track. It was actually really easy overall and so beautiful all along the way. So I'm stopping off now at Wujal Waterfall, and then I'm going to actually backtrack, and the sun is officially shining and the sky is blue, so I feel like we're going to get some pretty epic shots on the way back as well. That waterfall is absolutely going off, so I'm going to head back to the car now. I'm going to start making our way back. So my last stop I wanted to make before I head back to Cairns was here at Cow Bay. This is this beautiful part of the coastline. There is beautiful swings on the palm trees as well. So just wanted to spend the afternoon here, but I am going to close off this video here. Thank you guys so much for following along. So from here, I will be heading back south, but don't worry, I'm still going to be stopping off some really incredible places. So make sure you tune in for the next video, and I will see you guys then.